Okay, so it's mid-afternoon, and the recommendations say that if I want to build my social media following and keep my people engaged, I've got to do an afternoon post and give some tips and all these things that they give me on this list that I have now that I'm trying to follow. Anyway, do want to talk about prescribing medications to your dog if your dog is dealing with behavior problems, or your dog, suffers from a phobia of fireworks, or is just having a hard time coping with life. What I recommend, unless there is a dire situation, you have to take your dog to the vet. Your dog is going to deal with something you cannot avoid. You haven't had time to train and work through the issue. Sure, something is a one-shot deal to sedate them. Even then, I would recommend trying something more natural like CBDs or something more homeopathic. They make plenty of products that can, they're not going to do anything magical, but they could help with the untrained results of your dog overreacting to things or everyday life circumstances. But if you have not implemented structure, training, your dog is following you everywhere, your dog is implementing, there's no rules in the relationship, your dog is doing whatever they want, your dog's getting overstimulated by everything, overexcited, your dog's just friendly to do blank all the time, maybe that's what's causing the issue. And then even then, if you put the time into training and you've been consistent about it, you followed all the rules of engagement, you made all the training, all the changes necessary to help your dog overcome what a lot of times is a pretty straightforward issue from a trainer like mine's perspective, then maybe in a very rare case you can entertain the idea of adding some kind of medication into the protocol. But other than that, vets, stop prescribing medication to dogs who haven't even, they're still jumping all over the owners, they're sleeping in the beds, they're following them everywhere. Address that, ask that question before you go ahead and write them a prescription for fluoxetine or anything else that you think is going to help some issues that are based in the relationship. Why does the dog listen differently in a different environment or different people when they're handling them right away? Did medication create that? No, that's a relational element, so that's what we have to address.